square miles, and this morning it's only
good
contained. And for the second time in many weeks, residents in the Lower Lake area had to leave their homes. Meanwhile, another fire burning in the Glacier National Park has burned nearly 200 square miles.
As students return to the classrooms this year, some may find fewer teachers to greet them. That's because of teacher shortages. Experts say there aren't shortages everywhere, but there are challenges depending on geography and subject area. Some districts have even been putting up billboards to lure teachers from neighboring states, offering signing bonuses and sending representatives around the country.
So if you live on Southern cuisine, listen up. Fried foods and sugary drinks mean a 56% higher risk of heart disease compared to those who ate healthier. The findings were based on a 6-year study of more than 17,000 people in the United States. The Southern-style eaters were the only ones who had a higher risk of heart disease.
Time now for today's Job Watch. The job of the day is with Lowe's. The company is looking to fill positions in retail, distribution, and at the corporate level. They're hosting a hiring event today from 1 to 3 at the Chesterfield Resource Workforce. That's located at 7333 White Pine Road in Richmond. So some jobs out there. And
all the way out there where poor people without cars can't even get to.
And then you can get some more candidates, and then the jobs will be filled, I guess.
Exactly.
Well, time now is 5:57, and we have more news ahead on Good Morning Richmond. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we're covering the news where you live.
This picture getting a lot of attention. It shows a Baltimore police officer pointing a gun at a crowd of people. Hear from Baltimore's mayor ahead.
And 4 years ago, a powerful earthquake rocked Louisa County, heavily damaging the high school there.
It's going to do it again.
Students will head back to class in a new high school. Sydney Cameron is live with more on the big day. Evan.
And a Richmond police officer shoots an armed suspect during a domestic dispute on the city's south side. I'll have more on how that suspect's doing this morning and what led up to it. Still ahead.
We're here with Will Nichols at Crossroads Ford in Prince George.
It's an exciting time for the Crossroads Automotive Group as we kick off our first annual Crossroads Cares 3000. All 17 Crossroads locations have been challenged to sell 3,000 vehicles with the goal of raising thousands of dollars to help local animals. For every vehicle sold, we'll be donating to Sanctuary Rescue. That simply means huge discounts, low payments on new and used cars, and a great way to help local animals.
It's simple. Sell 3,000 vehicles while raising thousands of dollars for local fur faces. Crossroads Cares 3000, it's on.
Come on, I'm coming. Let's go, Dad.
Who's ready to go to Wally World?
It's a long way down Holiday Road. Holiday Road.
Honey, a blonde in a convertible? Seriously?
Built for families, designed for drivers. Lease the 7-seat all-wheel drive QX60 for $399 a month. Visit your local Infinity retailer.
Right on the West Coast. Everybody talks, everybody talks. It started with the
People just can't stop talking about Ford. And now during the Ford Summer Sales Event, get the best deals of the summer on our incredible lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
Nice. I like that.
All with the latest technology and style you'll love. So don't miss the Ford Summer Sales Event. For a limited time, get 0% financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 cash back and no payments until fall on a Ford Focus and Ford Fusion during the Ford Summer Sales Event.
All the day's top stories and Central Virginia's most accurate forecast in the first 8 minutes.
Good morning, Richmond starts now.
Time now is 6 o'clock on the dot. Thanks for joining us for Good Morning Richmond. I'm Darielle Smith.
And I'm Amanda Malkowski. We'll get to all your headlines in a moment, but we always start with a check on the forecast. So let's head over to Katie. Gorgeous sunrise out there. A far cry from what we saw in the last 2 days.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. A beautiful start. We're working on just a little bit of cloud cover, but not much, and we will see full sunshine later this afternoon. Current temperature 69 degrees. It is sticky if stepping outside the door this morning, but we'll cut that humidity nearly in half later today, and it'll be comfortable warmth. Nice dry skies here across RVA, and again, a lot of sunshine. Temperatures this morning, upper 60s, some near 70, 69 in the city of Richmond, but 67 in Ashland, 66 in Chesterfield, 69 in Petersburg. Emporia is 64, and this afternoon we'll top out around 87 degrees with nice full sunshine. We'll have more on how long that lasts coming up. In traffic this morning, relatively quiet. We have more construction zones closed. A lot of it put on halt yesterday morning due to the heavy rainfall, but they're back this morning, those lane closures. Let's take a look at our VDOT camera. Looking live, I-64 in the west end. This is Short Pump. Traffic east and westbound is moving along pretty nicely here, but we have some of those construction zones back this morning. Ramps closed from I-295 southbound to Meadowbridge Road, and then also Meadowbridge Road to I-295 southbound. Both of those ramps will be closed until 6:30, and then also over the Varina-Enon Bridge until Saturday at 5 p.m. That left lane will be closed just southbound, so expect during high volume times to be a little bit of a delay.
Breaking news now.
This just into our newsroom. 7 people are hurt after a U.S. military helicopter crashes off the coast of Japan. The Japanese Coast Guard says it happened on the Okinawa Island.
The good news is 17 crew members have all been rescued, but we still don't know what caused that crash. We'll bring you updates as soon as we get them. Also breaking overnight, a Southwest Airlines plane veers off the runway at Orlando International Airport overnight. Take a look at these pictures. Airport officials say the nose gear failed. No passengers were on the plane and no one was hurt.
The news we live in Richmond, where a domestic situation on the city's south side sends one person to the hospital. This after a police shoot the suspect a couple of times.
8 News reporter Evan Armour has the latest on the investigation. Evan, what's happening right now?
Well, Amanda, an investigation is underway into that officer's use of force. Investigators have been on the scene for hours overnight, processing what happened and collecting evidence. Now, here's
didn't take but one bullet in the leg and the arm.
Last night. 2 officers were called here to Warwick Place Apartments that's on Fernbrook Drive. Police tell us it was clear the officers were needed inside immediately, so they went in right away. That is when they found the armed suspect inside the apartment, and an officer fired a few shots. That suspect was hurt, but is expected to recover. Now, considering this happened just a couple of hours ago, this is still very early in that investigation, but we are expecting to get an update from police a little later on today. Of course, we'll keep you posted on everything we learn. Amanda?
At 6:03, a state of emergency could be lifted today in Ferguson, Missouri. This after days of tension surrounding the anniversary of Michael Brown's death.
Meanwhile, about 100 protesters hit the street for a 5th night last night. Now, this was a much smaller group than in recent nights. Ferguson has seen demonstrators for days marking the anniversary of Michael Brown's death.
That's right.
Sunday marked 1 year since unarmed teen Michael Brown was shot and killed by police officer Darren Wilson.
4 years after an earthquake ripped through Louisa County High School, damaging it beyond repair. You see that surveillance video there. Students now getting ready to step into a brand new building for the first day of school today.
This has been years in the making, and 8 News reporter Sydney Cameron is live at Louisa County High School. And Sydney, the new building is pretty impressive.
Yeah, you have to remember, students are used to going to class in trailers, but starting today, take a look. This is their new school. They will be walking into it a little bit later on today. Students actually got a little sneak peek on Sunday at a dedication ceremony, and there are a lot of new things inside this school, including a huge gym and library complete with 3D printers. It took 4 years to build this school after a 5.8 magnitude earthquake destroyed it back in 2011. And as you can imagine, kids are very excited to come back to school here today in their brand new school. In fact, coming up at 6:30, hear from some of them about what this day and this new building means for them. Reporting live in Louisa County, Sydney Cameron, 8 News.
We'll head back to school, and parents, this will be the perfect time to get your child vaccinated. According to the CDC, school-age children from preschool to even college need vaccines. Parents, you should make sure your child has all their vaccines to help them stay healthy. August is National Immunization Awareness Month, and this year the Richmond City Health District will provide school physicals for children 3 to 7 on Friday, August 21st from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's located on 401 East Main Street. And for all things back to school, from Henrico to Chesterfield and everywhere in between, 8 News has you covered. For everything back to school related, just head over to WRIC.com and look under the News tab.
Well, today we hope to learn more about the city's riverfront plan. We've learned that Mayor Jones is expected to give new information on those plans today at the site where the Lehigh silos are coming down. Crews have already started removing the cement silos to make way for the construction of the Lehigh Park and terraces. The mayor will also give new details on the Capitol Trail and Potterfield Memorial Bridge. This is a story that we will follow throughout the day and bring it to you on our later newscasts. Well, a ceremony celebrating the return of Army's 54th Quartermaster's Company will happen today, this evening, at Fort Lee. Welcome home. The group is returning from Southwest Asia. Family and friends are expected to arrive at the Post Field House. Now, this is all set to get started at 5 p.m.
We're counting down the days to the UCI Road World Championships. 37 days left. Another community meeting will be held tonight to discuss plans for the big race. It will be held at the Richmond Public Library on Old Warwick Road starting at 6:30 p.m. Meanwhile, this weekend there will be an RVA Community Improvement Blitz. The group Keep Virginia Beautiful will be sprucing up the city to prepare for the UCI race. If you're interested in volunteering, visit WRC.com. We'll link you to the sign-up page.
Now to the latest on Deflategate, and Tom Brady and NFL Commissioner Robert Goodell, they are set to make their first appearance in a Manhattan federal court later this morning. A judge will help to settle the last season's controversy over deflated footballs just in time for the start of the new season next month. Now, Roger Goodell has suspended Tom Brady for 4 games, saying that he knew what happened. We'll definitely bring you the latest.
Sure he did. Cracker.
Well, time now is 6:07, and it's also time to send it over to Katie to tell us how the weather's going to be today.
Yeah, gorgeous shot of the sunrise there. Far better than yesterday.
Far better, yes. And no storm threat this afternoon. We were talking about potentially damaging storms in the afternoon hours, and we got them. In fact, numerous trees reported down across central Virginia, even some power lines as well, and none of that going to be in the forecast for today. Now, we are starting off with a beautiful sunrise, a few clouds hanging around still on the back end of that cold front moving on through, but we are going to be seeing or feeling less humidity and seeing less cloud cover. Full sunshine in the forecast later today. 69 degrees stepping outside right now, but the dew point is 65, so it's air you can feel, and it will hit you right as soon as you open the door. Big difference between the air conditioning inside and the humidity outside. But look at this. Not only do we have a dry and quiet day today, we have a long stretch of it. High pressure, not only through the Great Lakes, but even back to the Dakotas, and then back to St. Louis and even to Oklahoma as well. So several day dry and quiet period setting up. Temperatures this morning hugging near 70 degrees, but 66 in Quinton, 69 in the city of Richmond, 69 also in Petersburg, 66 in Lawrenceville, 67 in Blackstone. Franklin is 66. This afternoon's high will top out in the middle to upper 80s. 87 is our high later this afternoon. Starting off with a few clouds this morning and humidity, but we'll get rid of that humidity as well as any clouds we see later this afternoon.
Forget riding down the road in a brand new car. This new gadget could be the world's new bite-sized car, and you'll be able to carry it in a bag. We'll tell you about that and what's trending.
And Kim Kardashian's social media posts are getting a drug maker in a lot of trouble. We'll explain why coming up. Katie.
And yesterday's heavy rainfall that we had in the morning put a hold on all of our construction. But this morning with the nice weather, well, the construction's back. We have some lanes closed around town. We'll talk about impact and just how long they will last coming up.
Window World, simply the best for less. Visit WindowWorldRichmond.com, click on the Washington Redskins banner to set up a free in-home estimate. Enter the code WWVIP for a chance to win a Washington Redskins training camp experience.
Hearth Law. Let our firm get to the heart of the matter. Call today.
Heard on the job. Don't accept a low, short-sighted offer. Call right now.
Join us at Mount Gilead, a ministry changing lives with the Word of God.
They're supposed to kill germs and keep you safe, but are antibiotics in meat making you sick? What to look for before you shop for tonight's dinner. Next, Dr. Oz.
Today at 3 on TV8.
You gotta buy from Bill during the summer sales event. Up to $4,000 off the Focus, $4,000 off the Mustang, $6,000 off the Fusion, and $8,500 off the Taurus. While supplies last, only at